Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jeremy Sadowski, and I'm here to bring you exciting Maricosta Mustang varsity football. Tonight, the Mustangs travel to Bellflower to take on Mayfair in the third week of their 4-week road trip to start the season. Mayfair comes out of the Suburban League and is in Division 5. The head coach is Derek Bedell. The Monsoons are 1-1 on the season. They lost to Wilson High School 24-13, and then they beat Lakewood 43-6 last week. As I mentioned, the Mustangs are on a 4-game road trip to start the 2019 season. They're 0-2 so far, with a loss in Week 1 to Paramount High School 48-21. Of course, Paramount is in Division 4, and then last week they lost in a very close contest to Division 3 St. Francis. We are at Ron Yari Stadium here in Bellflower. Of course, Ron Yari is a Pro Football Hall of Famer and a former USC Trojan. The unique part of this stadium is the grass field. This will be the first time that the Mustangs play on grass this season, and perhaps one of the only times the Mustangs will play on grass. It'll be interesting to see if the grass field plays an important role into tonight's contest, as we see junior quarterback number 5, Sam Whitney, warming up for the Mustangs. Of course, like I've mentioned before, Don Morrow loves to schedule a tough preseason for the Mustangs to prepare the team for Bay League and playoff action. Now, the Mustangs lost to Division 4 Paramount High School in Week 1, and then there was a massive improvement in Week 2 versus St. Francis of Division 3, and this is the third higher division game the Mustangs will play in a row to start the 2019 season versus Division 5 Mayfair. Of course, the Mustangs come out of Division 6, so this is definitely going to be a good test for the Mustangs to see where they are as the Mustangs prepare for Bay League action. The captains are meeting at midfield. For the Mustangs, number 2, Jackson Fisher. Number 30, David Bogdanovitz. Number 63, Hank Dunlap. And number 55 for the Mustangs, Rashad Lawrence. The referee flips the coin. The Mustangs will receive to start tonight's contest as we are getting ready for kickoff of Week 3 of the 2019 season here in Bellflower, California at Ron Yari Stadium. It's a beautiful evening here in Bellflower as the Mustang players are getting ready, and here come your 2019 Maricosta Mustangs. Padilla is set to kick off for the Monsoons, and that's a high-end over-ender taken at the 15-yard line by Cale Marsh, and he will get it to about the 27-yard line where the Mustangs will start their first possession of tonight's contest. Mustangs come in an offset left pistol eye formation. This is a new formation for the Mustangs. Haven't seen that in the previous two games, as number 44, Cage Geegan, runs up the middle for a couple yards. Offset right, pistol eye, and Geegan gets the ball again, and this time he goes around the right end for a big gain and a Mustang first down. Definitely looks like Coach Morrow wants to establish the run game tonight, as again, the offset left pistol eye formation as Geegan runs the ball yet again to start tonight's contest. That 3 runs in a row, and again gets good yardage around the left-hand side, bringing up a 2nd down and 4 situation here for the Mustangs. Offset left pistol eye formation. The handoff goes to Geegan trying to get around the right-hand side, but this time he's stopped in the backfield by number 20 of the Monsoons, Ballard. There's a penalty on the play. Let's see who this is against. And that is a hit to the head against Mayfair. That will be an automatic first down for the Mustangs. Offset right, pistol eye formation. Whitney hands the ball off to Geegan again. He gets around the right-hand side, and another big gainer. Nice blocking there by the Mustang line, led by number 72, Vincent Real, and number 63, Hank Dunlap. So the Mustang offensive line is definitely coming to play here as Rashad Lawrence leads the whole again as Geegan gets the ball inside the 5-yard line to about the 2, bringing up a 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Power eye formation for the Mustangs. Uh-oh. Bad snap. Whitney falls on the ball. That could have been costly for the Mustangs. That will bring up a 3rd and 2 situation here. 3rd and goal. Power eye formation. Whitney under center. He takes the snap. He fakes a handoff to one of the fullbacks. That was Jagger Tavai, and gives it to Geegan, who is unable to get out of the backfield, bringing up a 4th and 4 situation. Thomas Southey on to attempt a 22-yard field goal. The kick is up high, straight, and it is good. The Mustangs take a 3-0 lead over Mayfair with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Southey set to kick off for the Mustangs. And that is a very high end-over-ender, and that will go into the end zone for a touchback. Thomas Southey has reached the end zone nearly every time he has kicked off for the Mustangs this season. Trips left. Bad snap over the quarterback's head. Zane Thormasgaard pushes the quarterback out of the way, jumps on the ball in the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. What a play by number 21, Zane Thormasgaard. The junior safety with a huge play for the Mustangs. Let's take another look at this play. As he was showing blitz, he was coming on that blitz, and as the ball went over the quarterback's head, Zane was smart enough to realize the quarterback was going to be had position on him, and was able to push him out of the way before attempting to dive on the ball. Great job by Thormasgaard to come up with that play. And a big play on defense to start for the Mustangs. The extra point attempt is up high, straight, and good. So the Mustangs take a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter. Thomas Southey set to kick off once again for the Mustangs. Again, it's a high end over-ender, and that will go into the end zone for yet another touchback. Coach Ray Lee is pleased with his effort from his defense and his special teams to start this game. Will Madonna in at quarterback for the Monsoons, hands the ball off up the middle to number 22, Matale, before he's taken down by several Mustangs. Setting up a 2nd and 7 situation for Mayfair. Trips right, shotgun. Madonna back to pass. He's looking to throw, and he's got Hank Dunlap in his face and is unable to connect with his receiver. Great pressure there by the senior defensive lineman, number 63, Hank Dunlap. Trips right, shotgun. Mustang showing blitz. Here comes Bogdanovich, and again the pressure gets into Madonna's face, and he is unable to get the ball out to his receiver, Samaj Werner, bringing up a 4th down situation for the Monsoons. Monsoons in punt formation. Padilla gets the ball off. Good pressure by the Mustangs special teams unit as they'll let the ball go, and it will be downed at about the Mustang 34-yard line, where we'll start tonight's 2nd possession on offense. Offset right, pistol eye formation. Whitney fakes the handoff and has a man, and it is dropped, and that was number 17, Jack Donahue. Oh, he had a touchdown in his sights. Pistol formation, handoff goes up the middle once again to Cage Geegan. Cage has had a good night rushing so far. He gains a couple on that play, bringing up a 3rd and 8 situation for the Mustangs. Spread formation, man in motion. Whitney back to pass, and there is a penalty. It is going to be a false start versus the Mustangs. So that will back him up to a 3rd and about 13. Let's see what play Coach Morrow wants to call here as he brings over quarterback Whitney to give him instruction. Spread shotgun formation, single back formation. Man in motion. Whitney back to pass. He's going to throw it to his right, intended for Tofigi, or rather Donahue. Incomplete. Bringing up a 4th down situation. Southie punts the ball away for the Mustangs. A high end over ender, taking about the 25-yard line. Good coverage by the Mustangs as the returner will get the ball to about the 34. That was number 4, Jalen Duncan on the return. I formation. New quarterback in for the Monsoons. That's Tomic. And the running back is stopped in his tracks by Dunlap and Bogdanovich. Picked up a couple yards on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 8 situation. Pistol formation, penalty flag on the play, and that will be a false start against the Monsoons. That will back him up 5 yards. Spread pistol formation, Tomic in at quarterback. He is going to hand the ball off to number 22 for the Monsoons. That is Matale, and he's taken down by Carlisle after a nice run. However, it's going to be 3rd and long for the Monsoons here in the 1st quarter. Trips left shotgun. Tomic fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it to the right, and that is going to be incomplete. Good coverage by the Mustang defensive backs on the play, setting up a 4th down and long situation for Mayfair. Padilla in punt formation for the Monsoons. Last time the Mustangs got good pressure in on Padilla, and this time they do again. as number 17, Jack Donahue, is able to block the punt with his body, and there is number 21, Zane Thormasgaard, once again with his second fumble recovery. Let's take another look at this play as the snap was high, and Donahue makes sure not to run into the punter and is able to block the punt with his body, and there is Zane Thormasgaard. Actually, Donahue was able to prevent the punter from kicking the ball at all, so it sort of just bounced off of Donahue's body, and there's Thormasgaard right at the right place at the right time, the second time tonight, as he gets his second fumble recovery. So with over a couple minutes left in the first quarter, the Mustangs are on offense again. Whitney is going to roll to his right, throw to his right. He has a man, and just out of the fingertips of number 11, Kian Tofigi. Second and 10 for the Mustangs. Spread pistol formation. The handoff goes to Carlisle up the middle. He is dancing around. Got a nice block on the play by number 52, Sam Michael. The offensive line is definitely doing their job to start this game, as Carlisle was able to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Spread shotgun. The throw goes to the right and is complete to Tofigi, who makes an acrobatic play to get up off the ground. Impressive athleticism by Tofigi. However, that will be a fourth down situation for the Mustangs. Timeout on the field. Let's see what Coach Morrow wants to do with 1:09 to go here in the first quarter. Thomas Southey on to attempt a 35-yard field goal, and that is up high straight and good. So that will increase the Mustangs' lead to 13-0 here at Ron Yari Stadium, as Southey will kick off, this time short, taking about the 10-yard line, as the Monsoons get a great return past the 40 before he's brought down by number 20, Thomas Bush. That was Timmons on the return for the Monsoon. Coach Ray Lee calling the defenses for the Mustangs once again this season, as the Monsoons coming out in an I formation this time, and the pass is complete to Werner. Good for about 4 yards on the play. The Mustang defensive line has been pretty dominant so far this game, as they are able to get penetration and stop the running back. That was Rashad Lawrence on the play. Back was able to pick up a couple yards, and that will end the first quarter of play. Tonight's trivia question, brought to you by Skechers, is: what Mayfair High School alum currently plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers? To answer tonight's trivia question, log on to facebook.com, keywords Maricosta High School football players, and be the first to answer the question correctly. First person to answer the question correctly will receive a point. The person with the most points at the end of the season will receive a pair of shoes courtesy of Skechers. Mayfair in I formation, penalty flag on the play. Again, it's a false start versus the Monsoons. That will bring them back to a 3rd and about 6 situation, as the Mustang off defensive line jumps offside to give that 5 yards right back. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Monsoons here early in the second quarter. Handoff goes up the middle. That's number 22. He breaks free down the left-hand side and is going to be taken out of bounds deep into Mustang territory. Jaden McDonald in on the stop for the Mustangs, saving a touchdown. 1st and 4 for Mayfair. Again, that's number 22, Matale, in for the Monsoon touchdown. So Mayfair comes back with a nice drive as the snap is high, and in on the play is Hank Dunlap to take down the holder. The attempt is no good, so with 11:46 to go in the first half, the Mustangs lead 13-6. High end over ender taken at about the 10-yard line by number 6, junior Ryan Moreno. Tried to get around the right end and gets it past the 20 to about the 22-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over here in the second quarter. Offset pistol eye formation. The handoff in goes to Cage Geegan, who fights his way forward for nice yardage. Second down for the Mustangs. Offset right pistol eye formation. Whitney fakes the handoff this time and throws it out in the flat to number 30, David Bogdanovich. Good for a couple on the play. We'll bring up a second and about 6 situation here for the Mustangs. Offset left pistol eye. Handoff goes up the middle again to Geegan. Penalty flag late on the play. Let's see what this call is going to be. Geegan has been fighting for yardage all night for the Mustangs. Let's see what the call on the field is going to be from the referee. It's going to be a personal foul, and a hit to the head, as the Mayfair defense has to come in and try to do whatever they can to stop Geegan as he continues to fight forward, and that time they get the penalty. This time the handoff goes to number 8, Bryce Carlisle, who picks up nice yardage around the left-hand side. Setting up about a second down and 3 situation for the Mustangs. Pistol formation, handoff again goes to Carlisle. This time there's penetration in the backfield, and he will go down for a couple yard loss on the play. That was led by number 2, Constant, for the Monsoons. Setting up about a 3rd and 6 situation. Spread shotgun formation, man in motion. Whitney back to pass. He's going to throw it to his right and complete it to number 11, Tofigi, who gets a nice gain around the right-hand side. Nice yards after the catch will give the Mustangs a first down. Offset left, pistol eye formation, handoff again goes to number 8, Bryce Carlisle. Picks up nice yardage around that left-hand side. Second down and about 4 for the Mustangs. Handoff this time goes to number 44, Cage Geegan, and it takes 4 Monsoon defensive players to bring them down. Third and about 3 for the Mustangs. Spread shotgun formation, man in motion, setting up a trips right. Flag on the play. Whitney was trying to hit Southey on the left-hand side. Appears there might be a pass interference on the play. And it is going to be defensive holding versus Mayfair, and that will give the Mustangs an automatic first down. Offset left, pistol eye formation, handoff goes to number 44, Geegan. Is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, might have lost a yard on the play. Trips right, shotgun. Whitney back to pass. He's going to throw it this time to Geegan. Geegan breaks the tackle to about the 10. He fights forward and gets all the way down to about the 1-yard line. He could have been stopped for what would have been a loss on the play. Is able to break the tackle and then fight forward to get down to about the 1.5-yard line. setting up a 3rd and goal situation. Power I formation. Whitney under center. He's going to hand the ball off this time to Moreno, who gets a nice block by the offensive line and Jagger Tavai and gets into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. Great job by the Mustang offense to follow up the Mayfair score with one of their own as Thomas Southey comes in and makes the extra points, giving the Mustangs a 20-6 lead here in the second quarter. Last time Southey kicked the ball short, I think that was intentional, as he kicks it off once again, and this time it will hit the return man at about the 5 and go into the end zone. That was more of a line drive kick by Southey this time. Quads left for the Monsoons. Empty back formation, a little wide receiver screen set up there. And again, that's Matele, the running back, who was spread out to the left with a nice job on the wide receiver screen to pick up a first down for Mayfair. I formation, Tomic under center. He's going to hand the ball off this time to Matele, who is taken down by number 14, Jalen McDonald, for the Mustangs. Second down and about 8 for the Monsoons. Spread shotgun formation. Tomic throws it to the right and overthrows his receiver. Good coverage on the play by number 2, senior Jackson Fisher. Spread shotgun. Tomic back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's going to step up and keep it himself, and he slides down after a couple yard gain. Enough for the first down. Mustangs got good pressure, but Tomic was able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down. I formation. Tomic fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it deep down the middle, and oh my goodness, what an interception by number 14, Jalen McDonald. A leaping one-handed catch for the Mustangs. Great job by McDonald. Jaden McDonald, an incredible catch. Oh, he's pumped up after that one. And he's getting his teammates pumped up. Let's take another look at this play. As Tomic drops back, he's going to try to throw it deep down the middle. And McDonald, turning away from the ball, is able to pull it in one-handed. Oh my goodness, what a tough play for McDonald. Spread shotgun, Whitney rolling right. He's got himself a man. That's number 2, Jackson Fisher. Great move there. He is going to go the distance for a 62-yard touchdown. What a series of events for the Mustangs. Let's take another look at this play as Whitney rolls away from the pressure, hits Fisher in stride, and then Fisher is able to make a nice move to make 2 defenders miss as he goes into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the season. Southey comes on, kicks the extra point. Of course, Fisher had an interception return for a touchdown, and then he had a touchdown reception last week versus St. Francis, and again this week versus Mayfair. Thomas Southey set to kick off once again for the Mustangs. This is a high end over ender, taken at about the 1-yard line by Mayfair, and another good return for the Monsoons, past the 40, past the 50. And Thomas Southey is going to take him down at about the 35-yard line. Great job by the Monsoon return team, getting it into Mustang territory. I formation, Tomic under center. He's going to throw it to his right, and that ball is dropped by number 6, Neal. He had Jackson Fisher in his sights and didn't bring in the ball before trying to make a move. Timeout on the field. Mustangs lead the Monsoons 27-6 with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first half. Spread shotgun. Tomic throws it to his right, and this time he's able to complete it. And number 2, wow, Constant gets leveled by number 6, Ryan Moreno, coming flying out of nowhere, getting knocked out of bounds. Great job by Moreno laying the wood on the receiver. Offset I formation. Man in motion again. The handoff goes to Matele, and Matele goes untouched into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. Matele is quite a back to deal with for the Monsoons, as the Monsoons answer the Mustangs' quick touchdown strike with one of their own, as Padilla comes in and kicks the extra point, cutting into the Mustangs' lead 27-13. Padilla is set to kick off again for the Monsoons, and this time it'll be taken about the 5-yard line by Moreno, who gets a nice block as he's able to get up to about the 35-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over here in the second quarter. Offset right. Pistol I formation. Whitney finds Southey, who is able to make a man miss and gain another couple yards to about the Mustang 49-yard line, picking up a first down for Maricosta. Trips right, shotgun. Whitney back to pass. He's going to throw it to the right and complete it to number 9, Danny Millay. Danny Millay has become one of Whitney's favorite receivers so far this season. Bringing up a second down situation here for the Mustangs as the second quarter winds down. Pistol formation, handoff goes to number 44, Cage Geegan, who gets another nice gain. He has been running hard all evening for the Mustangs, and that will be enough for a first down. 1st and 10 from the Monsoon 40-yard line. Spread shotgun. Whitney throws it to the left-hand side, has Southey, but good coverage on the play by the Monsoons. Mustangs trying to get some more points on the board before halftime. Spread shotgun formation. Whitney back to pass. Here comes the rush. Whitney's able to avoid it. He throws it to the right and has number 17, Jack Donahue, for a nice gain to about the 5-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal. Power I formation. Whitney under center. He is going to fake the handoff this time, and he's going to throw it into the end zone to one of his favorite receivers. That's number 9, Danny Millay, for the Mustang touchdown. Personal foul against the Monsoons. That will be assessed on the kickoff, so the touchdown is good. Let's take another look at this play, as the Mustangs scored on the run from that formation last time they were down here. This time Whitney fakes the run and finds Danny Millay in the end zone for the touchdown. Great play calling there by Coach Morrow, as Thomas Southey comes on for the extra point. That is up high, straight, and good. So the Mustangs do tack on another touchdown, leading 34-13 with just under a minute to go here in the first half. Thomas Southey blasts that kick out of the end zone after the 15-yard penalty was assessed. And that will bring up a 1st and 10 for Mayfair at their own 20-yard line. Less than a minute to go here in the first half. The Mustangs have dominated this contest 34-13. Tomic hands the ball off again to Matele, who gets a nice gain before he's taken down by Tavai and a host of other Mustang defenders. Mayfair in a hurry-up offense now. Tomic under center. He's back to pass. He's looking to throw it deep down the right-hand sideline. Great coverage on the play by number 2, Jackson Fisher. 3rd and long here for the Monsoons. I formation. Handoff again goes to Matele. And Matele fights forward for Mayfair. Again, the Monsoons are coming out in a hurry-up offense. They're able to pick up the 1st down. I formation. Quick pass out to the right, and that is complete to number 6, where he's taken down by Jackson Fisher. That was Eugene Neal on the reception for Mayfair. Timeout on the field. The Monsoons at their own 52 or 42-yard line with just over 5 seconds to go. Spread pistol formation. Tomic looking to throw the Hail Mary, and he throws it deep, and there is nobody there. Only number 7, Richard Kick. And that will bring us to halftime with the Mustangs leading the Monsoons 34-13. Tonight's trivia question, brought to you by Skechers, is: what Mayfair High School alum currently plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers? To answer tonight's trivia question or any other trivia question, log on to facebook.com, keywords Maricosta High School football players, and the first person to answer the question correctly will receive a point. The person with the most points at the end of the season will receive a pair of shoes courtesy of Skechers. The first 2 trivia questions, which were asked last week during the St. Francis game, have not been answered so far. Good luck, fans, and thank you, Skechers, for your continued support of Mustang football. And fans, I'd like to take this time to remind you to join us at the Skechers Peer-to-Peer Friendship Walk coming up in October. It's a great time to get together, see old friends, and support a good cause. As the Mustangs are getting ready to start the second half of play, an impressive start for this contest versus Division 5 Mayfair High School. Of course, the Mustangs are in Division 6, and this is the 3rd straight higher division game the Mustangs have played so far this season. Mustangs have definitely improved each game so far this season. As we get ready for the second half of play, it's a pleasant evening, slight breeze, as number 16, Thomas Southey, will kick off for the Mustangs to start the second half. And here we go. It's a high end-over-end kick taken at about the 5-yard line by Mayfair, and another great return by Mayfair into Mustang territory where he will get knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line by number 31, Charlie Kohler. Great job by Charlie to knock out number 9, Timmons, after he got a tremendous return to start the second half. Spread pistol formation. Tomic is going to hand the ball off to Matele again. Matele had a nice first half for the Monsoons as he was able to pick up good yardage on the ground and score 2 touchdowns for Mayfair. Able to pick up a yard on that play, bringing up a 2nd and 9 situation. And again, it's going to be a false start versus Mayfair, so they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and that will bring up a 2nd and 14 for the Monsoons, as this time Matele is unable to get around the left-hand side where he's taken down by McDonald and Moreno. 3rd down and long for Mayfair. Tomic back to pass, and that was nearly intercepted by number 6, Ryan Moreno. If he is able to pull that one down, he would have gone the distance for a pick 6. However, that will bring up a 4th down situation. Mayfair is going to go for it as Tomic is rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it deep down the right-hand side, and that is going to be broken up by the Mustangs. McDonald and Jackson Fisher were in on that play, as it appears McDonald has a cramp as he's able to walk off on his own power. Hopefully he'll be back in the game soon for the Mustangs. So great job by McDonald and Jackson Fisher to break up that 4th down play. As we see number 2, Jackson Fisher, in on offense, doing a little wildcat quarterback keeper. Whitney back in at quarterback this time, and he hands it off again to number 44, Cage Geegan, setting up a 3rd and 7 situation for the Mustangs early in the 3rd quarter. Spread shotgun formation. Whitney rolling to his right. He's looking to throw it to his right and has a man incomplete, intended for Danny Millay. Good coverage on the play by Mayfair, bringing up a 4th and long situation here for the Mustangs. With the ball in Mayfair territory, Coach Morrow appears to be going for it. And Sam Whitney steps back into a pooch punt. Again, we've seen this play many, many times from Maricosta in the past. David Arredondo for the Mustangs was really impressive with it a few years ago, as the Mustangs get a nice kick from quarterback Sam Whitney. And again, the handoff goes to Matele, and he's taken down by Lawrence and Moreno after a couple-yard gain. Again, that pooch punt forces the defense not to bring someone back deep, and you're not. They limited that return after the Monsoons were getting some nice returns on kickoffs. Great job by Coach Morrow to change it up on that previous punt. 3rd down and long for Mayfair. Man in motion. Tomic back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle and complete it to number 11, Bowers. And he picks up a 1st down and is taken down by Carlisle. Monsoons in I formation. Tomic throws it out to his left, and he is met immediately by number 17, Jack Donahue. 2nd down for Mayfair. Again, the Monsoons come out in I formation. This time the handoff goes to Matele, and Matele gets a nice gainer around the left-hand side. All the way to midfield. Good for a Mayfair first down. Monsoons trying to get back into this contest with a drive here in the third quarter. Ball just inside the 50-yard line. Tomic back to pass. He's got a man deep down the middle, and it is complete for a Monsoon touchdown to Eugene Neal. Great job by the Mayfair Monsoons to put together a drive here in the third quarter to try to get back into this contest. Padilla on to kick the extra point for Mayfair, and that kick is through the uprights, good. So with 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Mustangs lead the Monsoons by 14 points. And that's a short kick taken by number 6 Moreno, who gets just past the 20-yard line, where the Mustangs will begin this drive. Let's see what the Mustangs will do in response to that last Monsoon drive, as Whitney fakes the handoff and goes to the middle and is incomplete, intended for number 9 Danny Millay, bringing up a 2nd and 10 situation here for the Mustangs. Spread shotgun, man in motion. Whitney looking to his left, completes it to number 16 Thomas Southey. He's unable to get past the initial line of defense. He's stopped after a nice little gain there, bringing up a 3rd down situation here for the Mustangs. Spread shotgun, and this time it's Jackson Fisher again at the quarterback spot. He faked the handoff to Geegan, takes it around the left-hand side, and picks up a 1st down for the Mustangs. So that's the 2nd time tonight Jackson Fisher on short yardage has come in at quarterback and run the Wildcat to perfection. Whitney back in at quarterback. He's back to pass, and he's throwing it deep down the left-hand sideline. Didn't have a receiver open, so he just threw it out of bounds. Nice job by Whitney, not trying to force a play that isn't there. Spread pistol formation. Whitney fakes the handoff. He steps up in the pocket, and he is going to be taken down for a sack, unable to avoid the 2nd wave of the Mayfair rush, bringing up a 3rd down situation here for the Mustangs, a 3rd and 12. Timeout on the field. Mustangs lead the Monsoons 34-20 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Spread shotgun, man in motion. Whitney back to pass. He again steps up in the pocket, and this time he's able to get the pass off and complete it to number 32, sophomore Cale Marsh. Cale Marsh has had an impressive season so far for the Mustangs. Great job by quarterback Whitney to avoid the pressure and pick up the 1st down. Trips left shotgun. Whitney back to pass. He's looking towards his right. He avoids the rush again, gets out of the pocket, and picks up a nice gain for the Mustangs. 2nd down for Maricosa. Great job by Whitney avoiding the rush this quarter. Spread pistol formation. This time he's going to hand the ball off to Carlisle. Carlisle gets a nice block there by Sam Michael, and he is going to pick up another 1st down after about 15 yards to about the Monsoon 33-yard line. Pistol formation, handoff again goes to Carlisle. Nice cut back into the middle of the field for Carlisle. Able to get the ball down to about the 25-yard line. A cloud of dust on that play. So the footing definitely hasn't been an issue for the Mustangs. As I mentioned earlier, this is the first and possibly only time they will be playing on a grass field. I believe Lusinger also has a grass field, so that'll probably be another time the Mustangs will play on grass. Pistol formation, handoff goes to Geegan. Geegan fighting for additional yardage. It is so rare to see a natural surface field here in high school football. Reminds me of the days when Waller Stadium was nearly a hill in the middle of the field with its natural turf, as the handoff goes up the middle to Geegan. Yeah, Waller Stadium in the east end zone was near swampy at parts. And in the middle of the field, it was a dry, mountainous territory, as that will end the third quarter of play with the Mustangs leading 34-20. Tonight's trivia question, brought to you by Skechers, is: what Mayfair High School alum currently plays for the LA Dodgers? To answer tonight's trivia question, log on to facebook.com, keywords Maricosta High School football players, and the first person to answer the question correctly will receive a point. The person with the most points at the end of the season will receive a pair of shoes courtesy of Skechers. Mustangs dominating tonight's contest as they enter the fourth quarter of play, leading Mayfair 34-20. Spread shotgun, Whitney back to pass. He's going to throw it to his right over his intended target, Danny Millay. Fourth down situation here for the Mustangs. Thomas Southey on to kick a 32-yard field goal. Penalty flag on the play, and that will be offsides versus Mayfair. So that will make it a 27-yard field goal attempt for Southey. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up high, straight, and good. And that would have been good from about 20 more yards as the Mustangs extend their lead on Thomas Southey's third field goal of the night. They lead the Monsoons from Mayfair High School 37-20. And that's a high short kick, trying to limit the return, and a good job of the Mustang kickoff coverage team, as the Monsoons only picked up about 5 yards on the return. Coach Ray Lee is definitely happy with the coverage on that play, after giving up a couple long returns in the third quarter. Flag on the play. Appears that there was pre-snap movement, and there indeed was a false start versus the Monsoons, so that's not a good way to start this drive for Mayfair. Spread shotgun, Tomich to throw it to his left, completes it, and three Mustang defenders are all over Bowers as he is able to pick up only a few yards on the play. Great job by the Mustang defensive coverage. Spread shotgun. Handoff goes to Matele again around the left-hand side, and he's breaking free into Mustang territory before he is taken down by number 10, Brett McCullough. First down, Mayfair. Matele has been the Monsoons' main source of offensive production tonight, as this time Tomich has a receiver well guarded, but there's going to be defensive pass interference on the play by Carlisle, trying to prevent a long pass play. Handoff goes to Matele again, getting around the left-hand side to about the Mustang 25-yard line. Second down and about 7 for the Monsoons. Pistol formation, handoff again goes to Matele, and Matele fighting through tackles, carrying Mustangs as he works his way deep into Mustang territory. He is definitely a load for the Mayfair offense as he picks up another first down. Offset I formation for Mayfair now. Tomic is going to throw it into the end zone, and this time he completes it to Bowers for the Monsoon touchdown. So Mayfair responds to the Mustangs' field goal with a touchdown of their own. Here comes the extra point. The snap is low and the kick is no good. Again, great job by the Mustang special teams. 3 field goals by Thomas Southey and 2 missed extra points due to the pressure from the Mustang special teams unit. It's a short kick by the Monsoons taken by number 6, Ryan Moreno, and he will get to the Mustang 30-yard line where the Mustangs will take over here with 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the contest. Mustangs are looking to take time off the clock here in the fourth quarter with just under 10 minutes to go. Pistol formation, the handoff goes again to Cage Geegan. He breaks another couple tackles and fights forward past the 40-yard line. Tough running there by the junior running back Cage Geegan, setting up a second down and short situation for the Mustangs. Handoff again goes to Geegan off the left-hand side. That should be enough for the Mustang first down. And indeed, it is just enough for the Mustang first down. So that will run some more time off the clock. Pistol formation, the handoff goes this time to Carlisle, who starts off to the right, cuts it back to the left, picks up a few yards to about the 48 of the Mustangs, setting up a second down situation here for the Mustangs. Spread pistol formation, handoff again goes to Carlisle right up the middle, gets it past midfield, up into the Mayfair 48-yard line, setting up a third and short situation here for Maricosta. Again, the Mustangs trying to run off time off that clock as Geegan gets the carry again, picks up another first down to about the Monsoon 44-yard line. That's fitting from number 44 as the Mustangs pick up another first down on the ground. Great job by the Mustang line blocking on this drive so far. Handoff again goes to Geegan. He avoids a tackler in the backfield. However, he's not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard on that play. Rather, he was able to gain a yard on that play. Pistol formation. Handoff this time goes to Carlisle. Makes a couple nifty moves around the left-hand side and picks up a nice chunk of yardage on that play. Good block by Lawrence. Setting up about a 3rd and 5 situation here for the Mustangs. Spread pistol formation. Geegan in at running back. The handoff goes to Geegan. He goes around the left-hand side and will pick up a couple yards on the play. And that is enough for the Mustang first down. So this Mustang drive continues to take time off that clock. There was 9 minutes and 24 seconds when this drive started, and this clock is winding down. Man in motion. Pistol formation. The handoff again goes to Geoghegan right up the middle. He is going to fight his way to about the 24-yard line of Mayfair. And again, he started fighting at about the 30 and gets it to about the 25. Second down and 5 situation. Great job by Geoghegan fighting for extra yardage. Pistol formation handoff this time goes to Carlisle. He works his way around the left side, picks up a couple yards on the play for the Mustangs, but more importantly, keeps that clock running. Third and about 5 for Maricosta. Timeout on the field with 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Mustangs again are trying to run more time off this clock. Spread pistol, handoff goes to Carlisle, and he's met in the backfield. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more after that. And that's going to bring up a 4th down situation here for the Mustangs. 4th and about 2. Timeout again on the field. Let's see what Coach Morrow will do in this situation. Definitely in Thomas Southie's field goal range. With 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go, it appears Coach Morrow is trying to run out this clock. Handoff goes up the middle to Geoghegan, and it appears that he got enough yardage for another Mustang first down. Great job, Mustang line, led by Dunlap and Vincent Real on that play, getting another first down. Spread pistol formation, and here comes Geoghegan again. Vincent Real on the pull, and Geoghegan fights through a couple more tackles, picking up more yardage for the Mustangs. This is definitely a type of drive I like to see as a former offensive lineman. Flag on the play, and that is going to be a holding versus the Mustangs. Tough play there for Maricosta, as that will set them back. Pistol formation. Again, the Mustangs just looking to run time off this clock. Man in motion. Handoff is going to go to Bryce Carlisle this time, and he's going to work his way to about the 26-yard line. Second down and about 6 for the Mustangs. Spread pistol. Carlisle in at running back for Maricosta. Handoff goes to Carlisle right up the middle. Good for a yard or two. Third and about 2 yards to go for Maricosta. Timeout on the field. Mustangs lead Mayfair 37-26 with 1:10 to go in the game. Spread pistol. This time it's Geoghegan up the middle. Good sportsmanship by the Monsoons, helping Geoghegan up. Bringing up a 4th down and 2 situation here for Maricosta. Mustangs looking to finish off the Monsoons and finish off that clock, as the Mustangs will call timeout to discuss what they're going to do with 19 seconds to go. 4th down. Spread pistol formation. Whitney back to pass. He's got a man over the middle, and that's Danny Millay, and he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line, and that will run out the rest of the clock. The Mustangs were able to run off 9 minutes and 24 seconds. The final 9 minutes and 24 seconds of the clock here in the 4th quarter to pull off an impressive 37-26 win over the Mayfair Monsoons. Great job by the Mustangs offensive line and Cage Geoghegan and Bryce Carlisle to run all over the Mayfair defense here in the fourth quarter. What an impressive drive to run off over 9 minutes of clock to finish off a game. Great job by the Mustangs. The Mustangs next week will finish off their 4-game road trip, this time in the South Bay versus El Segundo. So the Mustangs will go to 1-2 on the season. An impressive victory tonight here versus Division 5 Mayfair. We'll see you next week.
It's Jeremy Stowski with senior Jackson Fisher. Jackson, the offense is starting to click. The defense, special teams. Can you talk about tonight's contest?
Great team win. It was a hell of a game, lots of fun. Come out, El Segundo next week, big game. Gonna have some fun next week too.
With junior Cage Gagan. Cage, you had an impressive game tonight. That final drive to run off the clock. Can you talk about that and how the Mustang offense performed tonight?
The coaches, they just were running the right plays, and the offensive linemen were they're just performing great tonight. It's a great game.
Junior quarterback Sam Whitney. Sam, Mustang offense is starting to click. Can you talk about tonight's contest?
I think we had a great all-around game. The line played great, receivers played great, running backs ran hard. It was good to get our first win, put a lot of points on the board.
How about that last drive? That Mustang line was impressive. The backs ran hard, and then you finished it off with a nice pass to Danny Millay to seal it. Can you talk about the importance of finishing off games?
It's important to be able to run the ball. Our line played great, able to run out the clock, and finish the game strong.
Here with junior Zane Thormasgard. Zane, in the first half, you had a big defensive play. Impressive how you knocked the offensive player away from the ball before you picked it up for the touchdown. Can you talk about that play?
Yeah, thank you. I got the call from my coach just to blitz on that play. And then obviously the snap was over his head. And the quarterback was running for it, but got him out of my way. And recovered the ball mentally.
Here with Coach Morrow. Coach, the offense and defense and special teams started to really click tonight. Can you talk about tonight's contest?
We were very excited for them to finally get a positive outcome on the road. This is our third in a row traveling, and we were close last week, and kids played great tonight. I was happy for them to get the ground game going, and I just thought we fought all the way across the board the whole night. And, very, very happy for them to get a good outcome like that.
Yeah, that last drive, Coach, was really impressive, running out the clock. As a former lineman, I love to see that kind of drive to finish off a game.
Yeah, it was good for them. We hadn't really rushed the ball very well in the first two contests, and I thought we got much better tonight. So very happy for those guys up front. They did a great job.
All right, good luck next week versus El Segundo.
Thanks, sir.